Welcome to Miami Beach
on a rainy day.
But we do have a nice old car behind us and the sign of Miami Beach in the background. What are we doing today?
We're going to leave Miami Beach as soon as possible.
We are going from Miami Beach to Fort Lauderdale and we will not take any car or Uber. We will go only with public transport and Flixbus in Amerika. So join us for a little travel film in the US. Here we found a free ride. So this bus is going in a loop here in Miami, taking on and off passengers in this area.
But I heard that most of the people, they prefer to use the bicycle or walk, run in the streets here in Miami Beach. And it's a little bit different from the rest of the United States.
We don't have any tickets for this trip except of the bus from Flixbus that goes from Miami to Fort Lauderdale. But all the other trips we need to pay on the bus. And we don't know if there is any card system or any cash system, so let's hope that we will make this without any problems. Here we can pay with card and cash, and let's see if they will accept our money or if we do have to use the card.
It's okay. Okay.
Oh, super.
Perfect. Thank you.
We were not alone on this bus, for sure.
Oh, it's crowded. I've always been looking at the United States where a place where people don't take the bus, they only take the car. So this is yeah, surprise for me.
We're passing the cruise ferry dock here in Miami and oh my god, these ships are enormously big. And as normal in America, honking, queue line, it takes a lot of time. But when we first drive, it's full speed.
It's the first time since I went to school that I had a chance to pull the cord. This is something I really miss in the buses in Norway.
Now we are in downtown Miami and it's time to find our Flixbus.
Yes, and I can see a Flixbus in far distance. So let's walk and check out if it's the right one. There's also a beautiful Setra in the front, so we had to take a look at.
And we have been in America before. We have tried to find buses here before and coaches here before. And there is no great bus terminal solutions here often. So we have no idea if we can find any restaurant or a store close by. Here it looks like we have no possibility for a little kiosk to buy some drink before the trip. And when we searched for the Flixbus line, it was several different spots in the city you could take it from. But it's not the same bus, so you need to check out which line you're actually going with when you're booking your trip. The Setra 417 TC it's called here in America.
Behind me we have an Van Hool. It's an old model, but still it's something excited to drive with it in the United States. They are similar to what we have in Europe. The engine is different, the distance between the axles is different, and also how they are built inside.
So this Flixbus is completely white, driven by Umbrella Buses Inc. I think that's very common here in the US, that you don't see them always green. You see them in different colors, but in cooperation with Flixbus, so they can also be used for other kind of services. I really like the uniform of the bus driver. Then we are on board in this Van Hool TX series. Something is similar to Europe, something is not. For example, the seat itself, they are very unsimilar to Europe. You have this neck rests here, and you also have no pocket to leave anything in the seat in front of you, and there is also no table. The windows are also built a little bit differently. Here you have emergency exits in the window in general. Here you just take that down and the whole window will go out. Back in Europe we often have the hammers, so we can smash the windows if something happens.
I have found my seat. It's very comfortably, even if it's several years old bus. I like this atmosphere because I love old coaches from 90s, 2000, and up to now. I think they are a little bit too high-tech today, so so this is more what I like. I like the sound of the engine.
This ride is about 1 hour, so it's not a very long coach trip, but still, we will have a lot of time to enjoy the little ride with the Flixbus.
One thing I know that people in the United States more or less never use, it's the safety belt. But you have it, and you have a 3-point seat belt, easy to connect. So I don't know why they don't use it.
And when I was in Canada some month ago, I was riding with a Flixbus over there without any seat belt. So it's big differences over in the States. Another thing I noticed is that when we arrived into this coach, all the seats were leaned backwards and there was trash hanging on the seats. And I'm also a professional bus driver when I'm back home in Norway. I would never start a new trip without doing the seats and cleaning the bus for garbage. Right now we are driving in a living area, small houses, not the freeway at all, and it seems like we're driving towards the airport. So maybe we have a pickup there before we set the course to Fort Lauderdale, and this bus will end up in Orlando. Here we are, Miami Airport. So let's see how many people that will step on this coach right now. A few extra people came on board and now we are on the way.
Welcome to Fort Lauderdale.
What a beautiful place. Speaking about shit bus terminal, wow. And just like I mentioned in Miami, sometimes there is not even a bus terminal, you just get somewhere. This should be a paradise on earth, and here we are on a parking lot in the middle of nowhere on a trailer park.
Yeah, and people are living here in tents, in trailers, in RVs, and it smells like shit.
America, you need to do something with your bus system. This is not presentable for any passengers. If you want to attract your customers to the buses, this is not the way. So now Tom found the way to the public transport.
We have to move, walk approximately 7 minutes to the next bus stop, and that bus will take us into the bus terminal for the city. And so I hope that will be a better experience than this.
And this wouldn't have been any better if we were taking the train, because oh yeah, here is actually the train station as well. Not strange that you have problems here in this country making people using public transport. At least this train station have a very close connection to the bus station. So here, the bus number 22 will go all the time to take us in to the city center.
A few kilometers before we arrived at the Flixbus terminal, we got an SMS on my phone that told me that in a couple of minutes you will arrive your destination, and also some information that you should remember all your luggage and yourself, of course.
The bus here is actually free. That was a very good thing. Ah, so it's not for free, but it's the fare machine is broken, the driver told me now. Okay, so we were a bit lucky then. So now we're going into the main terminal in Fort Lauderdale, where we have to change to one more bus to get to our hotel for tonight. So now we are at the bus terminal, still not in the middle of the city center. So yeah, need to change bus again.
It was so cold inside. It's like a freezer, not a refrigerator. It's a freezer inside. You can see even on my glasses. But it was an electric bus. Quiet and yeah, nice bus to be in.
I feel there's a lot of sketchy people here. So then it's time to take the last bus from this bus terminal until we get to our hotel.
And we don't have so much small amount of money. We have 20 bucks each, and they told us that we should have $2 to get the ticket and not more.
I like to see that they have the bicycles on the front of the bus and a rubber bumper, so you can just bump into everything. The solution is that we will now use the bus's Wi-Fi. So we will download the app, we will insert the card, and we will buy tickets on board. Very nice that we could come inside and do it that way. And now we are at our stop. Very friendly driver. We made it.
We managed to arrive. And now we just have to go a little bit back and over the highway, or not the highway, over the street to find our hotel.
From Miami to Fort Lauderdale without using any taxi or Uber.
Yeah, if we took an Uber, it's between 30-50 minutes, I believe, and but the cost of that Uber was extremely high. So that's one of the reasons we tried the public transport, and it went well. It took a little bit less than 4 hours then.
So price was absolutely cheaper, time was much longer, but we had a lot of fun. We didn't have anything to do today. Great choice of day. So thank you so much for watching this video today. If you like what you see, click down here. The button is called subscribe, and then you will see all the future videos from Bussmagasinet in the future. Until next time, have a great day, drive safely.